Well, that's fine, as long as it's passing something that moves.
Well, that's why lots of times we'll turn sample, like this one here, we'll turn the sample tap on in the winter and dump it in there, just because
Because
we don't get enough movement.
There's no testing on this end, that's why I was
We
wondering.
test here to make sure that there's chlorine here,
Yeah,
and then we test
there.
here.
Oh, there.
So I know if I know this,
And you test here.
yeah,
Yes, I know.
I know if this is something, say, 0.4, and it's 0.2 there, I know it has to be 0.2 there.
Okay.
Because
Oh, yeah.
historically, we used to have a sample tap in there.
Yes, I
That's
know.
right.
And
That's what I.
this one and this one almost matched
Oh, yeah,
always the same
always.
time.
Okay,
So that's why
no,
we
that's
just,
no fair, that's what I wondered, what had happened around
Yeah.
that. And so we go either direction, whatever the
Yeah.
other's got.
just
Okay.
just depend, like in the summer, it may be a little different just because there's too much flow here.
First name.
No, it was the other way around, it was more
Yes.
in winter time we were concerned.
Okay.
Okay, thank you,
Okay.
that's fine.
Their drive was on Western.
And this is the district of West Hampton.
You were getting,
You're
just getting a continuation.
Yeah, good service.
Okay, have we got the information over? Are you, got everything?
Oh, you get to stay.
What, do you want me to go?
It doesn't matter.
Okay, there you are. Thank you.
You just can't participate.
I know.
Okay, shall we call the meeting to order?
I'll get this up to you.
Have a motion to adopt the agenda, do you?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. And the minutes of the last meeting were November 1st, 2016. Motion to approve. Okay.
I get all in favors.
All in favor? Okay. And now we have election of a chair.
I'll nominate you.
I'll second
You.
Good, we got him again.
Is that my name, you? I think she needs something better. Actually put in.
You are it.
Okay, keep persevering. And then we have to elect the vice chair.
It's revenge time.
I nominate Tom.
A second.
Okay, all in favor?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
Well, you should, Bob wasn't here, you could have picked on him, but.
Okay, and then, as far as our reappointments, that'll be up to the council, will be submitting the same name. Okay, and now we're into the finance.
Public comments before?
Oh, we have public comment, we don't have too many public people, okay. No comments.
So the financials, I basically was gonna go through the same reports that I went through at the information meeting. If you'd like me to go through them again, I'd be more than willing to, or if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
Yeah, I guess maybe we can just go through the question part, so I'll pass it to you, and I'm sure the others may have some, but we're now, you're showing 94 connections, because of my last record of things we were around 85 or something. Now, I know, and that's what we're trying to confirm, that the new people joining the system have made their contribution, but we're up to 94, that seems like a big,
Could that be exact, or could it be 84?
because it was around 84, 85. I
Yeah.
So I believe it's
No, I don't think so.
94, and it's addressed in the
But we
report.
do have
Let
some
me-
new-
yeah.
Do you have any record, I don't know if you have it with us? Is
But
there-
I have a meter reading list, but I don't think I can get it on
But I'm
this.
just wondering who joined the system in this, because we've actually been a little longer having our meeting here, so I don't know
Okay.
whether, our budget would have been cut off when?
It's December.
December.
December. So, like, there's the night property which had to be re-subdivided.
Okay, so the house that caught on fire, there's two lots there now.
There is, that was created as a subdivision, so they had to put in a separate connection.
Yeah,
So, and they paid 12,000.
whatever, yeah, I remember, I thought it was
12,750 or something.
Okay, is that what it was?
Yeah, so that's what you would see in the other revenue, that would be the lump sum.
Well,
You don't know who the, you don't have.
It was 11 something.
I don't have with, I can
We're
look
just
into
trying to
that.
make sure, because the planning department, we had a little miscommunication as to when they were picking, getting this.
There's, where's this?
Okay.
14,400, so 12,000
Before anybody
something.
got a building permit.
Yes,
Right.
it's important.
That doesn't add up evenly.
Of the 14,400, about 13,000 was for lump sum payments.
So
And
that'd
the
be
other part is
two-
interest. Pardon?
I thought it was 10 of them.
No,
It should have been more than 10.
I think
yeah,
it
it
was
was
12,750.
12
12
something.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah, and we had the issue on certain lots that were, they were grandfathered to not have to pay until they made a building permit.
Yeah, that was first two,
Which
which,
first two, but then after that,
those
the
other
minute
two,
the lot was sold,
yep,
it had to, regardless of whether they built now or never,
yeah.
they had to pay the
Raj,
cost.
did
Yes.
you hear that? Because this has been a problem we had. There was
Okay.
an arrangement where that, whatever the fee was, and the fee should be going up, but whatever it was,
I'll look
a
into that,
deal
yeah.
was made whereby until, I think it was actually sold, until the property was sold as opposed to
Okay.
started.
Oh, yeah, no, it was no longer based on a building permit, and I had a note here for, to Judy McLeod, you and I met with her in November,
Yes.
for the 2016.
Yeah,
It
that's.
was at that time 12,750.
12,000.
She was supposed to, she advised that the property 791, so, you know, was going to be made an application, and she would collect a fee, but it was also be kept in the file, I believe, she's still.
I know that was in the letter, I know that was what it said.
Yeah.
So I assume
Yeah.
that's the 14,000, I don't know where the other little.
Yeah, I'll
bit
follow up with Judy on that.
Well,
one.
yeah,
Of the
because then we
14,
also had another lot up on Smuggler's Cove Road,
Okay.
that Jesse Montgomery, he was, he bought that, and he then was paying, he told me he hooked up
Yep.
his meter, so he would have had to pay that.
That's
He was
right,
one
yep.
that was grandfathered.
But wasn't, that was the year before, I think.
But was that an existing lot?
No,
No, these were
Oh.
ones that were created
These are
along.
the Underhill properties.
Yeah.
And they had a special deal that they
Yeah,
didn't
no, I knew
have to
that.
pay
I
on
was-
sale, just
yeah.
when they wanted to hook up.
Yeah.
If he wanted to hook up, and I thought he hooked up last fall, but maybe not.
But I just
So
want
that would have
to
been
catch up
Yeah.
so that you understand. The
Yeah, no, I-
deal had been, when they hooked up, they paid.
They would pay, okay,
Yeah.
The latecomers fee,
yeah. So,
which should be going up progressively.
yeah,
But it's remained the same for some time. However, the arrangement we wanted, and is now in effect, and Bob said as much, is that the minute they apply for subdivision,
But they settled.
that's in the PLR letter.
yeah.
Yeah.
so we can't figure out, given the old rate, which was 12,750, where that is, because there should be
Oh.
several lots.
Well, that's what I was just gonna tell you guys, so that is in the other line here, in the 2017 actual results. So if you go to the very first financial
Page-
table,
page number?
page 8 of 51,
You get pretty deal on that.
Okay,
so if you take a look at that 14,402 in revenue,
yes,
13,000 of that, I'm talking round numbers here,
yeah,
about 13,000 of that is new connection fees, essentially it's lump sum payments.
but
And,
they're 12,750.
Yeah, so
yeah,
that's
so it's
only one.
probably a little
Yeah.
bit higher than 12, so you were saying it was supposed to go up, so I'll
But
double
this-
check on
This is
that.
passed, but it's only
Yeah.
one.
And there's-
That's only one, so there's only
There-
one
and
in
there's
there
two
in
fees, right?
2017.
There's a $1,500 connection fee,
Yeah. that
which is
might-
just to
that
get the
might
meter
be-
put
that
in.
might be-
plus the 12 something, which is for
The latecomers.
creating the new
Yeah.
lot.
But
What about
maybe can
1,500?
somebody just make a note to
Yeah.
chip, to tap to the planner?
I've made a note on that,
Yeah, just say how many new connections were put in, so we
Okay.
can just have an
Yeah.
update.
It
You know
looks
that from your
to
meter.
us like there isn't enough there.
Yeah,
What we're
because I
saying.
thought Knight did and Montgomery did, there should
Yeah.
be two, and I thought, oh.
Because of that 14,400, I was gonna say 1,500 roughly is investment revenue, income.
Yeah,
So that's
that
why I was
leaves
backing
basically
that out, that
one
leaves about
connection.
13, so it looks like it's about one connection, but we'll
Yes.
follow up. I think that's easy to follow up on, I will do that and
He
get back
knows,
to you, Steve.
he knows the names of
Okay.
the lots.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, and the only, the next question I had was on this other amortization. So we had nothing in the budget.
Because it's a non-cash expenditure.
It's
so-
a it's a non-cash expenditure, so we don't budget for it. Most municipalities don't budget for amortization, and I'll show it more clearly in
But
the
we
future,
did,
so that.
so it's an ongoing,
It's an ongoing, yes.
ongoing item, okay.
It's an ongoing
I
item.
guess we haven't looked at the, this
And-
isn't better format than what we used to,
Yeah.
because it was all in a spreadsheet, which was
Okay.
a lot of confusing items, but still, just trying to
Okay.
relate to that. And so then, the amortization is based on, have we ever got the value, is municipality still working on getting the
So-
assets appraisal?
So we're working on the asset management information and our life cycle of our assets. So this isn't based on life cycle, this is actually based on historical cost and gap. So this amortization number would be an accounting number based on what the cost of your assets was, and then what the recommended life, according to accounting standards, is, and depreciation. So it's basically assets depreciated over their accounting life. And so which
That
would,
would- I mean, I guess in this case, we're not a company, we're having to pay taxes or
No.
anything, and that, we should be looking more at the replacement.
yes, we should be, and that's part of an asset management exercise, which we're becoming engaged in, and we're looking into, so.
We invested about somewhere initially $1.2 million, and then it climbed to $1.5 million with various things, so that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Depreciating that, and it's $48,000.
And that's,
So
yours
that's
is more than a lot of the
43,000
others
and 40,
because
yes.
you did that big upgrade back in the early 2000s.
Well, that's where we'll have to
Yeah.
look at what it would
Yeah.
cost or.
And 48 is an appropriate number for depreciation when you have $1.5 million, roughly?
That would depend on, basically, we take a look at your classes of assets, and within, so your different classes of equipment, and then use the recommended lifetime that GAP suggests to those components and depreciate it over the remaining life of the asset. So, yeah, it's
If you've
been,
done that, I'm
we've
not
done that,
challenging
it's
it. I
been
just wanna-
audited, our auditors have
Thank
gone
you.
over and
Thank
looked
you.
through that, so it's been done appropriately.
Okay. And, yeah, I guess on the revenue side, the revenue,
In 5 years.
okay, other revenue, always these things are other revenue, 4,000, what is that?
So the lion's share of that would be investment revenue on the reserve balance. And there's a couple of other odd things in there, I can't remember off the top of my head, I can look into them, but most of that would be projected.
Connection fees, that's 1,500 that you pay.
Oh,
To
yeah,
add a meter to
That
an
goes
existing
in there.
lot when
that
somebody
should go
builds.
in there,
Yeah.
yes, so we haven't really projected new connections at a rate of 12,750 that we talked about.
Yeah, their intervention.
Yeah.
When those are happening,
Okay.
so I just wondered, it was a consistent number, I
Yeah.
just wondered how.
So it would be the
we had other
1,500,
revenue consistently.
probably the 1,500 connection fee, so we probably assume one connection fee per year. And then interest revenue of about $1,500 to $2,000.
This, you fill
Oh,
it out.
yeah, well, I'll take a picture and send it.
This is illegal, what's happening here.
No, it's not, just kidding.
The camera's.
Oh, this, you mentioned right in front of
No.
the camera?
No, you're not. You're
So if
you're
you look,
giving the money for your water.
$12.75 and $50.
Oh, that's what I'm doing. I can hire you.
That's just one.
So that would be
Yeah.
essentially
interest or something in one connection.
allocated portion of audit costs, any
We had an
outside
electrical
engineering,
Allison.
consulting study type costs that are incurred.
Okay. Well, we get an actual number at some point regardless of what's
Mhm.
budgeted.
Yeah.
And then the same with the, you've got other expenses of 16,000.
That's my present.
Yeah. For being on our team. Yeah.
And so that would be allocation of insurance and other things that didn't fit into one of the categories up above. so I can't remember off the top of my head, other than insurance, what the others would be, but,
Okay, but I guess I'm gonna get back now, I guess we don't have actuals for 20, we're just doing budget, where's our?
your actuals were on the very first chart, so when you have the one, the chart that had the graph on it, page before,
Okay.
that's what we were looking through earlier.
We've got a different format.
Oh, no, it's
No.
this
No, but
one.
what we used to do with these
Oh, okay.
spreadsheets, I guess that's why, if I kept my old spreadsheet, I should have probably brought it to see.
I've
it.
got it with me.
No, it doesn't matter, but I'm just trying to get what is in some of those,
And the roll-ups.
costs that.
You know what, I can
They're
go over
actual
the,
to
yeah,
what the budget.
I'd be happy to go through that with you offline.
Well, okay, I don't think there's anything horrific, but.
There used to be a spreadsheet that sort of showed how those were allocated
Yeah.
to all the
Yeah, I
systems,
guess
so.
That's not a spreadsheet I would bring into a meeting like this,
No,
it's
but-
Yeah, but they
generally,
usually
it's so
that's how-
detailed.
But that's
So,
the one I was saying.
That's why I was saying I'd be more than happy for
we need
anybody
a
who's
policy
interested.
to write
Yeah.
that spreadsheet up in words and then everybody
We're
will
looking
know.
forward
It's
to
quite
meeting with
lengthy,
you.
so
separately.
I'd be more than happy to
A
go over the
separate
spreadsheet in a
finance
separate,
meeting,
yeah.
just so we can keep track of some of the
Exactly.
detailed stuff of how much is changing and why, and
Okay.
if there's any opportunity. Because we all do pay for this.
Yeah, oh,
And
sure.
on behalf of the users, we like to make sure that nobody's got anything,
Yeah.
feeling that there's expenses that are out of control or unnecessary that we can justify. Yeah,
Okay.
I guess,
That's good.
most things, pretty straightforward. Unless anybody else on the committee has any questions that they've observed.
I just have one question. Being an old auditor, under 2017 actual professional and contract services, only $294. So would that include our share of the audit fees?
I would have to double check whether I've got your share of the audit fees in that line item or the other line
Or
item,
under
I mean, I can't
supplies and
remember, but I do
services,
have a,
Yeah.
itemized details that roll up, so it's either in that or in the other.
One way or another, it's
I would suspect it's in the
I
other,
would think it'd be in the other.
yeah.
You guys charge way more than $200.
Yeah, but that's 94 that connections out of, what, 1,100,
So
so.
10%.
And the audit fee's less than 25, it's more like 15,000 or something, so. Could be.
yeah, we could have.
I've got to
What
review the
is the
roll-ups,
like?
I mean, the roll-ups,
We
I
have
know, it's just a
94
matter of
allegedly.
semantics, it may be rolling up
Cove Bay
into
has
other, whereas it should roll up in
1100.
professional.
Well,
or
600.
more
Supplies and
careful
services
with
maybe.
that, yes. I don't think they're in
So what's
supplies and
the total
services.
number of users with them going on?
The municipality looks after?
So what?
I said around 1,100, I'm not exactly. Code Base 640.
Six, yeah, six fifty.
Yeah,
It's around 11.
It's
Oh,
around 1,100.
I could add them all up.
We could maybe have a.
So we're about 8 or 9%.
Actually, you know what, I think
Oh,
I've got
100 out
it
of
in
1,100,
that
so-
report I had provided you guys,
10%
I didn't go over it in the meeting here, but
Yeah, I think it says somewhere in there.
there are approximately 1,000 connections I was
Oh, okay.
So if you guys are 10%, then the audit fee wouldn't be, it would also be parceled out to the other departments, not just the water systems, so before the 10% was calculated, so
Yeah.
Of course.
maybe that is the two.
You just thought it was too low.
Yeah, it wouldn't be a substantial amount, so.
Yeah, so that's always
Minor.
my
Yeah.
only thing that I've always tried to get, is that we do see a very detailed breakdown. So
Yeah.
that then, you know, like liability, like for, and I know they probably still do it, like liability insurance versus property
Mhm.
insurance. But it was always just lumped into insurance,
Yeah.
or one could go up or down.
Mhm.
You
Do
can't
we-
really see
Yeah.
it, and because we paid for it, I'd just like to be able, all of a sudden, oh my goodness, one.
Do we allocate out the liability insurance to the water systems? Because that's the
Oh, yeah.
MIA policy, whereas the property insurance is,
The property insurance is for sure,
yeah.
the liability insurance
I
I have to
don't-
look into.
I
Yeah,
don't-
I thought that was part of the municipality.
Well, that's right, but we pay, it doesn't matter whether we got a water system or not, because it's so much
Oh,
ahead.
it'd be great, but I thought you were
Yeah.
allocating even part of that, but that's
I
what I
don't
say,
know,
but if we
yeah.
see some of this, it just means if we can see it and you
Yeah.
normal, then it doesn't matter. Anyway, that's something down the road.
the insurance line in previous years has been $3,000 or $4,000, so that's probably just the
Yeah, it was
property.
fluctuating at one point,
Yeah.
nobody could figure out which policy was going up or down, because we had insurance. Because I think we get into earthquake insurance, that was it for our water dam, our storage tank or something. There's some question about whether it was insured for the right amount. What are you looking for?
I'm just seeing, we can, is there anything else?
Well, no, I just asked if anybody else had any things on the budget that the committee members would need. Well, and Mike commented, so I don't know, anybody else. So now we go to the, we've asked about funds connections for the figure on the budget. So it's a Wi-Fi meter, did you find out anything about?
Yeah, it's not practical for something that small. I talked to them, they just go, don't even waste your time.
Really?
Yeah.
I would have thought now with all this Wi-Fi, because what I'm thinking is, again, if we start proposing a new tank for $300,000, and in our case, it's only July and August that we need it, and we're already doing well, and we're being conservative, if people could really see in their house, or read on their tablet, whatever, what they're using on a daily basis, now they really know, because right now, it's just
Yeah.
guesswork.
Oh, like
And
a
I
smart
thought some
meter
places
thing?
had gone to Wi-Fi, but maybe
No.
bigger,
Yeah, maybe bigger
Bigger.
places, but I talked to Census, which is they
yeah.
have nothing like that. And then the topography you'd need so many towers to do it, so they said no.
Well, no, but if you have a Wi-Fi, just like I get Wi-Fi in my house, and there's something that's nearby.
No such thing for census meters anyways.
Okay, well then maybe it's just a separate, if people could adapt to their.
But it's gotta send a signal from the meter, and these meters right now are just touchpad
That's right.
meters. They're not like the hydro meters where the guy can
Yeah,
drive
but you
by.
guys read them with a wand.
Yeah.
So but they don't, it's not really a Wi-Fi.
It's not a wire, it's
Wi-Fi
not,
sender.
no.
No.
Yeah, anyway, I was just thinking, at some point, and I thought I'd heard that maybe it was back, some municipalities had gone to it, because it's the same thing if a guy has a leak, and you don't know about it, but
Mhm.
yet if he's got something that he's looking at in the house or whatever, it would just save probably a lot of gallons that would prevent getting
You
a
say
tank.
it's not available.
Yeah. I don't
The only
know.
way to
I
do
gotta
it-
I gotta go back and see which place I.
You could hardwire it and have a remote
Yeah.
bolted to the side of your house, but it would have to have a wire from the meter
Oh, yeah.
all the way to the,
Yeah.
Like in
Okay.
West Vancouver, I think they're fully metered, but they have like Neptune terminals drive around and read their meters, so.
Yeah.
they
Yeah,
can
that's
drive
the
by,
same,
yeah.
yeah. Okay, well, not worry about that one. And, information. Well, of course.
Well, these are here because they're things that council wanted you to have. The 2017 Vital Conversations Report and the 2018 Island Survey. So if you look at the agenda online and click on those, that'll take you to those two reports.
Is there anything you can tell us about
Well, the
those?
2017 Vital Conversations was the one the Community Foundation did. And they had I don't know if any of you guys went or not. And it was a day of, what are the issues facing Rhode Island, and my recollection of the report, the biggest one was affordable, housing. There isn't enough places for workers to live that need to work. And the,
Council just wanting us to be aware of those. surveys.
yeah, and the Island Survey was the one we did as municipal council, so hopefully you people filled it out. But,
Okay, is there anything else we
I
need?
mean, is there
They were,
anything-
they were different, they were all over the place. One of the results was a lack of awareness of emergency planning. So there's a Fire Smart session on, which is how to fire smart your house, and that's on September 27th, Thursday, September 27th at 7 o'clock. It's a long drive, it's out at the other fire hall. But, sorry, there's no new
See
one
what
that's
you did
closer
there.
enough for you to go to. But the other option is to send a few people to go and hire the guy to come out and actually talk to and, meet with all of you people yourselves through the Householders Association. Might be a
Okay,
good one to do, because you can use Noel Hall for the meeting.
so we move to,
Adjourn.
Adjourn, yes, that's the word.
I move to adjourn.
Did you look at this thing, what's this excerpt from the minutes at the back?
Hmm?
That's not listed in the information.
Not in mine.
What's that?
5.1 or 6.1?
Yeah, the minutes of the regular council meeting.
Oh, 51.
Well, that just
Yeah.
says an excerpt from the.
Yeah, but that's your one about wanting the 500 gallons.
Yeah, well, is that
Oh,
there?
sorry, I thought you
Yeah,
were
that's-
referring to the links.
No,
that
this
we were
very
supposed to-
last
This one here,
page.
we're,
Oh, that's,
Yeah,
yeah, that was a motion that we had sent to council,
yeah.
so did that.
So
Let's read
council's
it.
response is provided for you on page 51.
On page 50.
very back.
Yeah, so we actually passed that motion, did we? At
Mhm.
council? That's what I can't
That's what I
remember.
thought, yeah.
Yep.
And the council directs staff to make 500 gallons the flat rate threshold, after which volumetric rates would begin. Thank you very much, Allison.
That's good.
Well, somehow when it's in the
Keep going, the very last page, please.
oh, way at the back of the. Okay, it's one of the
51 and 51.
Okay, terrific,
Thank you.
thank you. Okay, we've adjourned officially.